Good morning, everybody. I'm Nader with Kiana. Kiana, we are a 4-year-old company, and let's get physical. We're going to talk about something different today. So a little bit about our company. We are a bunch of AI and big data geeks. We have been doing this for since 2001. All right, so let's move on, talk about what is it we do. And it's not moving. There we go. Great. So what we have built is we have built a very accurate real-time location services. We basically see all the devices, all the wireless devices, and all the Bluetooth devices. We have been doing this in over 50 countries worldwide. And then last but not least, we have about 400 million devices in our database. So again, a company which really knows how to deal with big data, how do you deal with it, and so on. All right. So how do we do this? We look at all the Wi-Fi enabled devices. So this could be your laptop, it could be your Tesla car, and so on. Furthermore, we look at all the Bluetooth devices. So your Apple headset is Bluetooth. The tires on your car have a Bluetooth. That's how they know that you're running out of air, and so on. So again, we as a society generate lots and lots of data, and we grab this data. The other thing which is very interesting for us is this light bulb. So you see those halogen bulbs? The next generation of bulbs, not only they're putting LED in there, but they're putting Wi-Fi sensors and Bluetooth sensors. This gives me a very nice grid to do a very accurate analytics. Okay, so you all know about the issue, which is, unfortunately, we live in a very unsafe environment. By the way, this picture just shows you what has happened in mass shooting since 2015, just in the last 2 years, right? So over 200 people killed in the US, over 1,000 wounded, right? And by the way, this is mass shooting, right? You look at the paper, every day there's a shooting somewhere else. So, you know, unfortunately, we as a society has gone numb about this. We have been ignoring about, hey, there are bad actors out there, and how do we identify these people? So we said, you know what, we need to do something about this. All right. So if you look at security, and we did a lot of study on this, you see 3 pockets. And these guys don't talk to each other. You have the security guards walking around with a walkie-talkie. By the way, the turnover in that organization is 40%. It's a low-paying job. These guys, you know, they're interested to clock in and clock out. The second one, you see cameras, security cameras. Although they're getting smart, all they do a great job looking at your face, but really not a very good job at tracking what is happening. And then last but not least is IT folks. IT folks worry about cybersecurity. God forbid if somebody steals my money from my Bank of America, that's really bad. But if my kids are shopping at, let's say, a local mall and somebody blows up the mall or there's a shooter, that's a really bad thing. All right. So what is it we have done? All right. So first of all, big market. You all know this. This is a $31 billion market in US. By the way, average mall and a campus spending about $3 a square foot on security. So a lot of money being spent on this. So what is it we do? So we basically have this very accurate location system. We augment this with pictures, and we basically can do both forensic as well as a smart alert. So the example is if the bad guy shows up with a mask, your cameras are not going to help you. But guess what? They probably have some kind of a device in their pocket, and I bet you they were at your place maybe a week ago or a month ago. So you can go back in time and identify who the bad guys are. All right, so if you want to see if a company is serious, look at patents. By the way, one of the reasons Siemens bought my company last time was because of our patents. So we have 2 major patents in this area. Number one, we see all the devices, iOS as well as Android. The second one, tying this to other sources of data. So here is an example. I can look at the campus. I can see all my guards. I can also look at this person, Mr. Ko. He's a person of interest, and as he's walking to an area, I can turn on the camera and see what he's doing, right? So this is what we call both forensic and a smart alert. We are also very proud to announce that we have been working with the Department of Homeland Security for the last 12 months. We have 2 projects with DHS to secure you at your airports and also the 360 borders in US. So after the YouTube shooting, we're getting a lot of calls from corporate campuses. So if you guys are part of any corporation which need another layer of security, talk to me. And then the other thing I want to talk about is our ask. Our ask is that, A, we're looking for customers. We do not have a direct sales force. Today, this is sold through camera companies, through Wi-Fi companies, and like someone like Honeywell. Honeywell is in 600 airports worldwide, so we are very excited to work with them on some of the major airports. The second one is that, like any other company here, we're looking for investment on the right-hand side, you see who are investors. To summarize, we are disrupting the face of physical security. It's time to change that. We have a booth here. I'm sure you have a lot of questions, so make sure you come and visit us. Thank you.